My name is Luke Cascarini. I'm an Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeon. I have a special interest in jaw joint surgery. I certainly would recommend that people who are suffering from bruxism should consider seeking help with hypnotherapy treatment with Unchain Your Mind. Bruxism is a real difficulty because patients have often been suffering from it for years by the time they come to me, and they've often tried things like wearing a splint made by the dentist. Often they will have already had Botox. They'll often come to me by the time they've actually started to get some damage in their joints. And of course the bruxism causes muscle pain and headaches and ear symptoms, and eventually after many years can damage the joints. So from my point of view as a surgeon, it's difficult to think about trying to repair joints if the cause of the problem isn't dealt with. And bruxism, with the treatments I mentioned, is really difficult to manage. The trouble with bruxism, of course, is you're doing it when you're asleep. So some people grind their teeth when they're awake, when they're working on their computers, and that's a completely different situation because there's things they can do to remind themselves and lifestyle things they can change. But if you're grinding your teeth when you're asleep, and if a dental splint doesn't work for you, it seems to me it's pretty impossible to do anything to stop you bruxism except for changing your subconsciousness, which is why I think hypnotherapy is an exciting prospect. I don't have anything in my armory to help patients actually stop bruxism. Quite often say, you know, you're doing something when you're asleep. What can possibly help you stop doing that? There's a logic in why hypnotherapy could help, because of course you're bruxing when you're asleep, and it's often relating to, from what I understand, subconscious activity, and it would seem hypnotherapy could be an ideal way of helping with that.